for the first time with Austin Eckler. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. It was Raekwon Davis with the tackle.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the former Washington Husky, here's Myles Gaskin. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11. At the 37-yard line.
Don't say nothing. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stick. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
24-yard line.
They'll run now with Gaskin. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
This is Gaskin on the carry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A shotgun throw for Stick. Flushed it, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Stick from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Good.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Flush to his right. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself a big...
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
41-yard line.
It's just me and you. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They're going to go play action now with Stick. And he fires one incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Let's go. You tighten up. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 49.
Stick looks to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Michael Davis. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Up 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Herbert off of play action. He'll buy some time right. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Herbert on 1st down now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Herbert. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And 3 at the Dolphins' 19-yard line. That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Dolphins 3, Chargers 0.
he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year. Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He was in the top 10 in the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and all-purpose yards.
He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Keenan Allen there, and that'll bring up second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from...
And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown.
Touchdown, L.A.
Hunter Henry with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Chargers 7, Dolphins 3. Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Stick back to pass. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Complete to Mike.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. No chance.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stick to throw once more. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
1st down, and they stick with Eckler. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Ball carrier.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the 50, here's Herbert. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
1st down, Chargers.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Herbert. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
10 at the 30-yard line.
And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. And this is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Here's Stick on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Another try after the 1st down sack. Stick. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now Stick. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. Waiting for it back deep, Antonio Callaway. Well, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling. Normally, being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Again, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Herbert. And it's complete. Henry. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
First down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. And it's 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert in the final seconds of the 1st half. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Defensively, didn't seem like anybody had eyes on the quarterback, and he took advantage.
So you think that maybe we're seeing some pretty good instincts for a young guy? Because that's the thing you worry about coming out of college. You're used to getting away with just about anything you want to do. You're just superior. Here, he has to read it, figure it out, and know when it's time to go.
Makes the score.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. This will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Off play action, it's Stick. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Derwin James with a pick, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Running on first down, Eckler, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Now it's the backup Fitzpatrick. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Lynn Bowden, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Second down, looking to throw, Fitzpatrick. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2. Brought down. Johnson was the intended receiver. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. We've seen this already from him in this game. Second time he's into the end zone with a rushing touchdown.
So the head coach is going to have a meeting with the owner this week. You know why? He's got to let the owner know, I know you wrote the check for his arm, but we're going to make him a part of our running game too. This guy can do it all. Let's see where he takes us.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And no return from Bowden. This will come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. 56 is the mic. Take me up.
Here's Gaskin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense, because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8. 12 more yards there and another first down.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer.
Good.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it makes the score 21-10. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 22. It's a big one there for the Chargers. And even 50 yards.
50 yards. 1st down, Chargers.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Henry. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Out of bounds.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And this is going to be intercepted. The rookie, Brandon Jones, picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. That'll bring up second down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
49.
Throwing again here, Fitzpatrick on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? 3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert. And this complete to Henry over the middle. He's at the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for L.A. 44 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Herbert now. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Herbert back to the air. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. On 2nd and 9, Fitzpatrick into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit and time fading. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
On third down, Fitzpatrick. It's complete to Grant. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Fitzpatrick on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now the second down throw on target. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Good.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Fitzpatrick again. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Chargers 28. Dolphins.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. On the option, here's Eckler. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And that is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Here comes Grant on the return. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. They need a touchdown, the 2-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's Fitzpatrick. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the Chargers' 46-yard line.
And he's taken down inside the 30. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
For a Miami Dolphin.
On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw, Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. This is caught. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. They'll throw again, Fitzpatrick.
Not only did we just see...
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Miles Gaskin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
That's true. You've said that before. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
At the 8-yard line.
Here is Eckler. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally. but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. They can't hang. Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. Go ahead. Mike, 56, right there, 56. You got to get the ball, D, get the ball.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Derwin James with a pick, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's